Welcome Prince Institute, exercise number 108. Sir Happy Singh at the rate 80 words a minute only. Ready? Start. Sir, this is an old law and it has to be changed. Several attempts were also made to change it. And also, I had the occasion to deal with this law for the past 25 years as a practicing lawyer. I know some of the implications of it. I would like to urge the minister that, in fact, the provisions regarding permits by which the present attempt also made to amend the law may have very drastic consequences, and also it may go against the laid down by various important decisions of the Supreme Court. I can appreciate the eagerness of the minister to see that things are more liberalized. But in the name of liberalizations of things go as free and for all, then the motor vehicles and permits come in the hands of our officers to decide it in the light of the guidelines prescribed today in the present amendment. How much is the authority or the officer will get out of these things? Whereas I can understand that there are so many lacunae in the existing laws. One is the RTO's office or the motor vehicle department is now taken as an example for the nationalized corruption from one end to the other end of the nation. That is true. Every public man is very much concerned about it. But in spite of that, corruption is there very much. I do remember in my state people staged a walkout saying that this is a right, the people give bribe to the officers and concerned people. It came as a Naxalite movement in my state, making people aware of how much corruption is taking place. It is true that corruption has to be avoided. But for that purpose, if you are leaving these things entirely at the responsibility of the regional transport officer or the authorities, taking away quasi judicial power by giving certain things in the hands of them in the nature of guideline, then how much it will affect is the question which we have to go into. Also, in that respect, I would like to point out one thing. A person can get a permit, it has got a vehicle. Now, under section 47, subsection 1 of the present act, which says that it is of paramount importance if that is of public interest. In all the theories about public interest, right from the period of Britishers, the Privy Council onwards has given interpretation to this motor vehicle law. They have said that the paramount consideration is the public interest. It is not a person's right to hold permit. It is not a business. It is not a profession. But it is a thing which is done by an operator in the interest of traveling public. Therefore, restrictions are there. Therefore, the Supreme Court in many cases had said this. I do remember a case of 1975 of the Supreme Court. They say if there is a party which is not represented before the quasi judicial authority, then the court will have to pay attention to that end, and the public interest is to be given the maximum priority in granting the permit. At this present bill, instead of section 47 to 58 of the existing law by which the permits are issued, new section 69 to 78 in chapter 4 are provided. Here certain guidelines are given that the government will give certain administrative guidelines and the authorities concerned will decide on that. What is the guideline about? The first is the ownership of a vehicle, and the second about the length of the route. In the length of the route, it is said that one single man can get a permit of 50 kilometers and another company can get up to 10 permits. Like that, some restrictions are made. In the matter of issuing the permit, this has been developed as one of the important case laws. The Supreme Court, through their number of decisions, to have made a case to this effect as to how this has to be controlled. Now, more than a statutory provision, the case law is the thing which is governed in the Motor Vehicles Act. I feel proper attention has not been paid to the various decisions of the Supreme Court in the haste to see that corruption is removed and things are liberalized. I fear that in the practical experience, this liberalization will go against the public interest. There is a case law which is being converted into a comprehensive law. There will be a case of public interest and the personal entitlement of a permit. That practice will come in. You will have to check that the control, the number of vehicles on the roads. I would suggest that a serious study has to be made. There can be two opinions. Perhaps the minister is of the opinion that let us implement it, see it, and then correct it. There can be another opinion that it may be brought after proper examination. Stop.